science class. I hope you are all happy. Happy, right? Yeah. I am very happy to meet you all as your science teacher. Okay. From today, I'll be handling science for you. My name is Nancy. Now we have started our revision, and for the first revision you have written test. I hope so. Those who have attended the test, very good, and those who did not attend, please attend the test when you have time. Now in today's class we are going for the second unit. For the test we have 4 chapters. First 2 chapters we have finished through the test. If you have clearly read your book and attended the test without any clarifications, without any mistakes, you are clear with first 2 units. Now you can come for the third unit, that is classification of animals. We all know this word, we are familiar with this word classification, right? We are dividing into groups. These animals can be divided into 2 groups. You all know, right? What are the 2 groups? Invertebrates and vertebrates. What is invertebrate? The animals which does not have its backbone are called invertebrates. These invertebrates can also be divided into 2 groups. They are insects and snails. This insects, what is this insect? As we have said already, it won't be having backbone. For example, when you take this cockroach, it has no backbone. It has 3 parts. What are they? Head part. This is, what is this? Can you remember? Thorax. Last one is abdomen. In the head part, it will be having eyes, mouth. The cockroach has an antenna. This is the antenna. Or for what this antenna is used? It is used to sense its surrounding. What's happening in the surrounding can be sensed using this antennas. Then thorax. Thorax region will be having some scales and holes. These holes are used for breathing. For what these holes are called spiracles. Then the last region is abdomen. So insects. Then what are vertebrates? Opposite to this invertebrates. Keep your hand back. Can you see a hard bone in the middle from neck to your back? That is called backbone. When an animal has backbone, they are called vertebrates. So, when an animal has backbone, this vertebrates can be formed. These vertebrates can be classified into the following types. What are they? Fish. Fish. How many of you know fish? This is a simple fish, right? Mouth. So these fishes have gills and fins. This is nothing but called as fins. These fins can be useful for the movement of the fish. Then these gills are opened and closed for breathing. Clear? Then the next one is amphibians. Amphibians means an vertebrate. It will be having a backbone, but it will live both in water and land. For example, frog. Frog is an amphibian. It can live in water as well as it can live in land. So it is an amphibian. Some features of amphibian, it will be having a webbed foot. When you consider the foot of this frog, here a web will be there. It will be having a webbed foot and birth to a newborn, it will lay the egg in the water and this egg will hatch into a tadpole. Have you seen it? It will float in fish, like fish in the water. That is the young one. That is the frog's egg hatch into a tadpole. When you consider this tadpole, it will live only in water, and when it is growing, it will breathe using gills. Like this fish, it will breathe using gills. When it is growing as an adult frog, it will live in both water and land. Now, in water, this frog will breathe using the lungs. Like us, like human beings, it will breathe using lungs. When it is in water, it will use its skin. When it is in water, the skin will become moistured and it will use this skin inside the water for breathing. And frogs in rainy season, we hear a croak sound, right? Quack, quack, quack. The frogs will make sound. When these frogs make this sound, the other partner frog will come and have mating, and it will produce a new in what is this? Tadpole. Clear about what is amphibian? Amphibian will live both in water and land. Then the next one is reptiles. Reptiles are also vertebrates. These reptiles are cold-blooded. Cold-blooded means it won't have the control of the temperature. Depending upon the environment it is living, it will change its body temperature. Then scales will be available in the body of the reptiles. Then molting. What is molting? Some reptiles like snakes, it will remove its skin often and it will regenerate or regain a new skin. So this process is called molting. Then the turtles will have shell. A shell will be on turtle. When some danger occurs, it will take all the body parts inside the shell and it will protect itself. Then one more thing, this reptiles, how they are giving birth. It will lay egg and hatch new generation. Like that, it will give birth to the new generation. Sometimes reptiles like a turtle, it will come to the shore and lay their eggs. To protect this egg from the enemies or some other animals, it will hide this eggs using sand. Clear about this? Next is birds. Birds we all know, right? Say some examples for birds. Parrot, dove, crow. These are all the examples for birds. About birds, the birds are warm-blooded. What is warm-blooded? It has a particular temperature. It cannot change its temperature depending upon the environment or surrounding. That is, it can control it has some control over its body temperature. And the last one is mammals. What's mammals? Mammals means when we consider some animals, consider a cow. It is giving birth to a new one and it can feed that babies. It will give birth, it won't lay eggs. It will give birth to a new one and it will feed the new one. It is called, that type of vertebrates are called mammals. Human beings are also mammals, right? We are giving birth to a new child and the mother can feed that child. So, these mammals will give birth and feed. They are called mammals. Some characters are there for mammals. They will have hair. Some mammals, example, blue whale and dolphin, they won't be having hair. But maximum, all the mammals will be having hair. Then brain, developed brain mammals will be having. Then they are warm-blooded like birds. it have its control. It can control the body temperature. So you are clear about the classification of animals, vertebrates and invertebrates. Now we can move to the fourth unit. What is our fourth chapter? Yeah, reproduction in animals. How animals reproduce? What is reproduction? Reproduction means an animal giving birth to its own kind. We are humans. A mother giving birth to a child, same kind, is called reproduction. A dog giving birth to a new one, and goat, cow, whatever it may be, giving birth to a new one or young one or babies. Giving birth to babies of own kind is called reproduction. Reproduction can take place in two ways. What are they? By laying eggs and by giving birth to babies. By laying eggs, example hen you can say. By giving birth to babies you can say human beings, cow, goat. These are examples for giving a birth. Now by laying eggs we are learning about the hen. Hen's egg. How it look like? It will be oval in shape like this, right? What's happening in this? This is the shell. The outer covering is called the shell. Inside that the white color yolk, the white color albumin is present. Albumin is rich with protein content. Then inside that yolk is present. It is yellow in color. It is rich in fat and vitamins. This egg, the hen will lay the egg. You have to collect the egg. How it gives birth to new one? Yeah, you have to collect the egg. Then the hen will go and sit on that. At a particular time is reached, it will hatch into chicks. So this is a method for giving birth using the egg. After laying egg, it gives birth to the new one, as the hen gives birth to the chicks. Next one is life cycle. What is a life cycle? When we are giving birth to a young one or anything, it should reach a different levels before it is reaching its adulthood. The stages can be given as a life cycle. We can see some of the life cycle. For example, this butterfly. Butterfly will be so colorful, right? This butterflies will lay egg. It will hatch into caterpillar. Then it will change into pupa. After pupa, it will come out as a butterfly, colorful butterfly. So this is a life cycle. The stages it is crossing before it is reaching its adult is called life cycle. See this, for example, frog. This frog will lay eggs. It will hatch into tadpole. It will grow it will develop its limbs and legs, etc. Then it will develop as a adult frog. So it is a cycle. Again this frog will lay the eggs. It will hatch into tadpole. It will grow, then reach the adulthood. So it will be happening as a cycle. It is called life cycle. Then the next one is, this is by laying eggs. And the other type is by giving birth to the childhood. It is called mammals. The animals who give birth and feed their babies are called mammals. For example, you can say cow, goat, elephant. These are all mammals. So you know what is mammal, and by laying eggs how it is giving birth. Now we can come to how we can protect this young ones. When an young one is produced by reproduction, it should be given proper shelter, it should be protected from other animals, harmful animals, and it should be given shelter, it should be given proper food. So all this considered birds, it will have nest and to keep their babies in that nest safely. So after giving birth, the parent animal or the parents are requested, or it is must to provide all that the young one needs. So we have learned how the reproduction is happening in animals. Where? In animals, by these two methods. I hope you are all clear about these 2 units. By this we are ending the revision, right? So in the exam session you have to prepare all the 4 units. You have to clearly read your book and understand. Write your exam well. Get ready for your exam. All the very best for your exam. We can meet in the next session. Thank you, students.